Hi everybody, Buzzsaw Gaming here, showing you my Doom collection. Here you have Mr. Buzzsaw hanging out, running around a little bit right there. Anyways, this is about my Doom collection. As far as the console versions, on the background, of course, on the CRT, you have Doom playing on the Atari Jaguar right there. Now this right here are the original Dooms. So as far as the absolute originals that came to console, these are the ones I have. I have 5 of them right there. You can tell, I mean, Doom at the time was, something special, something big. I was there from the beginning. I remember when it first came out on PC, I couldn't play it. I had the shareware version I could play eventually. But before that, we had Wolfenstein 3D. I had another game I was playing called Corridor 7. Which were kind of these first-person shooters, which were, becoming big on the scene at the time. And then later came out Doom, which, changed everything. And the consoles, they all got a version. Well, not all of them, but the vast majority. Here I have 5. I know there's also other versions. There's a 32X version. I believe Sega Saturn got one. 3DO got one. So there's quite a few different ports of Doom. Now they're infamous because those ports were rushed to market. They weren't very good, so they just were not sufficient, let's say, as far as version versus the PC version, which was much better at the time. And also, the PCs were costing $1,000, $2,000, and a console was maybe what, $100, $150, $200, depending on the console. So it was a huge difference. And it was difficult to, to bring it to console. But they did do it. And I have 5 versions right here. First, the Super Nintendo version right here with that red cart. This is just amazing that it even came to Super Nintendo. It was very late in Super Nintendo life. I mean, I didn't even know that it existed when it was out. I had no idea, or I would have bought it at that time. It uses the FX chip, one of a handful of games that use the FX chip. And it's also one of a handful of games that has a colored cart other than gray. I mean, that red cart is just perfect for Doom theme, right? So it's just, as far as the version itself, it's not the greatest, obviously. It pushes Super Nintendo to the max. The screen size is smaller than it should be. The details are not there. The music is there, luckily. And it's a serviceable version of Doom. You can play it, but it's not the best. But if it's what you got, then there you go. You got Doom on Super Nintendo right there. Now my favorite version of Doom is Doom Atari Jaguar right here. It's probably one of the best versions of Doom. It's full screen. It's got really good graphics. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the, I believe it's one of the original ports of Doom that came to console, and then other ones were copied from it. So I believe that's the story right there, and it's just absolutely wonderful. It's only thing that's missing is the music, which is kind of a bummer. Would have liked to have the music as well, but you know what? Playing Doom with no music is pretty creepy. Or you can have headphones on as well, so it's not a big deal. Problem solved. So there's the box art. It's really cool. Now this is one of the actually the only time that I've ever won a eBay auction. Now eBay in general I try to avoid. It's just too expensive, but from time to time I will get things from eBay. And this was a while back. There was an auction for this Doom Atari Jaguar version, and this one is minty fresh, really nice. It's just a super nice quality version of Doom, and I put my bid out, and you know how people outbid you in the last second basically, and you lose. That happens to me 99.9% of the time I've tried it. So I didn't really have much hope to pick up this version of Doom, but yeah, at the very second I put a bid. I think it was like $1 higher than the other person, and I won. So I got it for a really affordable, fair price. I think it's a really cool version of Doom, and actually this is a system seller for Atari Jaguar. I mean, that's why I was so interested in Atari Jaguar during that time frame of this great version of Doom that they have. Now, as far as the controller, I mean, it's just made for Doom as well, with the overlays right there. I have the Doom overlay right there, and you can cycle through your weapons really easily. They're just kind of displayed on there, so you can cycle which weapon you want. At the same time, there's also a map button as well, so it's really a complete package as far as Atari Jaguar Doom, and I think that's the best version. Another really good version is this one right here. This is the PlayStation version of Doom. I don't have the long box version, unfortunately. I just have this cheap, Doom Greatest Hits PlayStation version, which is fine. I really like it. This version of Doom is also really good. It's a really good version. They cleaned it up a bit. It's got, you can see like the mountains outside, the texturing of the mountains, the clouds are really good. The bosses are really good. The enemies are really good. The music is there. So yeah, that's a really awesome version of Doom, and probably one of the most accessible too, because a lot of people have PlayStation 2, and it's very easy to play it. Super fun. It's really good with the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1 controllers. So it's a really good version, a console version of Doom. I say it runs really nice as well, so I have no complaints. I still prefer the Jaguar version, slight edge, but this is really good as well. Here in that little tiny miniature cart, look at that, Doom. It's for Game Boy Advance. I believe they have Doom and Doom 2 on Game Boy Advance. I went with just the original. It's obviously a scaled down version as well, and not the real McCoy as far as like graphics and things like that. But it's really good to have it in your pocket, to have a portable version of Doom. That's also was great to take wherever you wanted. A lot of fun, and just that you could have it portably. I mean, that was the first time Doom was portable, I believe. I mean, I might be mistaken, but I think that is the first time it came out like that. So I just absolutely loved it. Doom on the GBA. And this version right here, you might be surprised, why is this with the classic versions of Doom? Well, this is Doom 3, obviously, for Xbox, original Xbox, and it's the limited collector's edition, the steel case version. Now, only this version comes with a version they call Classic Doom on it, and it's the original Doom 1 and 2, so that's on there as well. So it's, the original Xbox was a beast, was a powerhouse at the time. Now, it runs Doom 1 and 2. The game is good, but I think it runs it too fast. It seems like it's a little bit too quick. The Xbox a little bit too powerful for the original Doom, I would say. But yeah, it's also a serviceable version of Doom. It's it's a lot of fun as well. So these are my 5 versions of the original Doom on console. Yeah, maybe comment below, like, what's your favorite console version of Doom? I'd be curious to hear what it is and why, and maybe do you think there's another version of Doom out there I should pick up, or is this sufficient? As far as the original Doom, I think I have, in my opinion, I have the better versions. I mean, there also is, like I mentioned before, the Sega Saturn, 3DO, 32X, but I've heard those aren't the greatest versions, and I don't have those systems anyway, so it would be a little bit of a big deal to to acquire those and to play that. Now over here, I included this in the Doom collection as well. These are not the original Doom, but these are newer games. I'll start first with the Nintendo 64 right there, Doom 64. Now this was really cool because this was a completely unique version of Doom that came just to Nintendo 64. So they had an edge over PlayStation, over PC, over everybody at the time, because this was just on Nintendo 64. And it's a really cool version of Doom. It's a little bit, updated from the original Doom 1 and 2, let's say. But still, it's not like a full modern version, I would say, either. It's still, kind of a classic rendition of Doom. It's a new game. It's a lot of fun, new levels, all that, some new monsters. I believe also it's available on modern consoles. I believe it's on the Switch as well. Now, I don't have a Switch. I live in the past, so... but I heard it's on there as well. But yeah, Doom 64 on Nintendo 64 is very cool as well. So happy to have it. I think it's a great game. And the newest version of Doom I have here It's on PlayStation 4. It's a PlayStation Hits version, just called Doom. I think it's called like Doom 2016, just to distinguish it from the other versions. Now, this is a completely reimagined version, modernized version of Doom, and it's completely awesome. I mean, it is really cool. They did a great job. It's very gory. It's very fun. You know, it takes new hardware, and it just takes the same idea of Doom Guy and just you know, blows it up on PS4. So it's a really good version of Doom. It's super cheap. I mean, I don't know, you can probably get it for $5 if you wanted to. And it's yeah, lots of fun as well. So anyways, that is my Doom console collection. Now I do have it also on PC, the shareware and the original Doom, but unfortunately, I mean, you've probably heard in some of my other videos, I do have a couple of computers, you know, old computers that are locked up somewhere, you know, under a bunch of junk in my parents' garage. So I currently don't have access to it, but yeah, I do have an original Doom. I have some old computers in there, and yeah, I would like to bring it out and hook it up and all that. But I mean, they've been in there for decades at this point, so I don't know where they are. Unfortunately, I'm hoping one day I can recover it and all my, you know, PC games as well. It would be really cool, but you know, currently not so. Anyways, thought I would share my Doom collection. You know, comment below, you know, what you like about the Doom collection, any other versions you think I should get. What's your favorite version of Doom? What's your story with Doom? And yeah, there's Doom playing on the CRT right there. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe and share. And yeah, I appreciate all the wonderful comments, and have a wonderful day.